So it's Thursday evening. I just slipped up into the tree. It's been raining for like 2 days straight. So the rain just let up about an hour ago. I was able to get out of a couple things this afternoon and slide up here. I'm going to be hunting the next few days, but I really wanted to get out here as soon as the weather broke to see if anything was going to move. Really excited to have the new trophy taker arrow rest on my bow. I got it in there yesterday, got it dialed in, shot some arrows through it. The thing is amazing. The last one I had from the bow was just garbage. So to replace it with this trophy taker, it's just, I feel like I got a whole new bow. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah, the woods are wet. It's really quiet. Slip in here this evening. And the only thing left to do is hunt, so let's see what happens. It's Friday morning. It's actually a little chilly. It feels amazing. It's like 60, 59, 60. A very slight breeze into my face. It's perfect. I've already had a couple of deer hanging out. I have a little doe over here to my left, and then I had an old Derbyshire doe kind of cruising to my right. And this little doe, I filmed her for a little while. She walked into the woods, and then her and two other deer ran out and crossed the road. So there was a couple deer that, I don't know if she jumped them or what, but it was really neat to watch. So anyway, it's supposed to be a good morning. The major is from 7 to 10, and it's crisp out, and it just feels great. So really hoping the deer are going to be up and moving late. I've already seen a few. So, with any luck, we'll be able to get a big buck on the ground this morning. Oh, it's been a crazy active morning so far. I've seen one spike, like 6 does, a little basket, 4 point. Some of these deer were kind of far off, but still seeing them. But I just had a group of does hanging out at like 10 yards. Really cool. I mean, anytime you're sitting in a stand and you see a pile of deer, it's just a great morning. This spot is such a transition point. I don't think I've seen the same group of deer twice. I've only hunted this spot about 5 times, but I swear every single time it's a different group of deer. This is definitely a travel funnel right here. I'm really just hoping one of these mature bucks comes cruising through here looking for these does. Alright, well that's going to wrap us up for the day. Well, at least for the morning anyway. Great hunt. A lot of encounters. You can't complain when you get in the woods and you just see deer all morning long. Wasn't any deer that I wanted to take this morning. I really thought twice about some of those does. I'd like to put another doe in the freezer. I really would, but I feel like they're about to start chasing, and with that many does just sitting in front of you, that's the best bait you could possibly have in the woods to kill a big buck, is to catch one cruising through looking for that. So just watched it for a little while and enjoyed that. So I just got hit in the head by a pine cone. I don't know if you can see that or not. That thing just smacked me in the dome. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to pack up. I'm actually going to go hang a camera arm on a different lock-on set that I have. It overlooks a field. You've probably seen me hunt it before, but I ordered a new Muddy camera arm, so now I've got two, so I can have two setups ready to go. All I gotta do is walk in with my camera. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna hike in. It's a couple hundred yards away. I'm gonna hang that other Muddy camera arm and probably run into town, grab a little bite to eat, and slide back out here this evening and see if I can get it done. And the wind is just absolutely terrible. It's right at my back, blowing straight down the mud. Here we are, sitting back where we sat this morning, and who knows, man? Maybe that was the divine. Maybe God's working it out. He's gonna send me a big old buck tonight. Let's pray for that anyway. It's time to go find a deer. Greg and I tracked this deer last night for about 100 yards, and we ended up backing out. I went back to the hotel and watched the footage a bunch of times. And I know the shot was probably a gut shot, but it went in high. It was a little back. But, you know, we had a little bit of blood, we had some guts, and I think we've got enough to find a deer. It's just a matter of getting back out there. I walked into the woods right where we had our last blood, so we trailed him for 80, maybe 100 yards through the woods, and he came out right on a fire break, and that was the last we had. And so last night we just backed out. We knew we went back into the woods right here, and this is planted pine territory, so, you know, all these pine rows and this thick underbrush, you know, around here, it can be kind of tough, so especially at night. So we backed out, and I knew I hit him back, so I wanted to give him some time. But walked in, kind of went in the direction that he was tracking. You know, he was kind of making a slow bend to the right, and just went ahead and followed that arc, and man, walked right up on him. Makes me wish I'd have kept going last night, but who knows. I think we did the right thing by backing out. You're never going to regret backing out and giving a deer some more time. So, all right, so I was able to recover this deer. Greg and I, we tracked it for a good little ways last night, but we ended up backing out. I shot him a little farther back than I wanted to. He was quartered to quite a bit, and it was right on the edge of shooting light. Another 5 minutes, and I would have had to not take the shot, but went ahead and sent it, and hit him pretty good. And we were following guts for the most part, little bitty tiny little bits of blood, and, you know, just looking for startled leaves and grass, or, you know, turned up dirt, and we're able to track him about 75, 80 yards through the pines, and then decided to back out last night. So this morning I came out here and sat for a few minutes, and I just was too antsy. I couldn't get through a whole morning hunt. Like, that's it. I texted the guys. I said, I'm going down and finding that deer, and sure enough, he was 20, 30 yards right from where we backed out last night. So couldn't be happier with this deer. This property here in Georgia, you're not going to kill 160 class deer out here. This for where we're at, this is a trophy buck, passing little dinky 6 points and 4 points, knowing that a deer like this is out here on this property. And so just real excited, man. I put the new Trophy Taker rest on the bow 2 days ago and sent some arrows through it. And this is the first time taking it out to the woods, and boom, here we go. You know, couldn't be happier.